Hello, my name is Ashleigh. Public libraries have been reviewing the many challenges they encounter when it comes to space management with us recently. Some of these challenges included promotion of the spaces they have available, amenities within the space, times they are available, cumbersome paper and pen booking forms, and calendars that do not speak to each other, to list a few. These conversations highlighted a need for a simplified, smart, automated process to help manage their physical space for both library programs and patron room reservation requests. Meeting rooms from WhoFi has been developed through library feedback to help solve this administrative burden. Let's take a look. Some library partners let us know that they didn't have an easy way to promote the spaces they have available for patron use. Meeting Rooms provides an easy way for patrons to submit requests to reserve library meeting spaces directly from your website. This can be as simple as adding a static link to your website that takes them to this page. Here, patrons will be able to use the filters to identify the right room to meet their needs. Below, it will present the times of your available spaces. This one looks good. Let's book this room. Click on the times that you would like to request, and you'll see your form begin to fill out below. Clicking Book then reveals the customizable form questions the library has for the patrons. So let's fill this out. Let's check out the meeting room policy before agreeing, and then let's request our booking. Great, the library has received my request, and I should have an email in my inbox. Here it is, with a copy of the details and a link to cancel the request if the patron's needs change. The library staff then receives an email notifying them of the request from the patron. Let's now log into whofi.com to look at the library staff side. On the left, we'll click on Meeting Rooms, and we recommend starting in the Rooms menu. Let's begin with adding some amenities so we can communicate to the patrons which rooms offer amenities. Great. Now that you've added some amenities, let's verify the library's open hours. We'll click on Setup, and then Location Detail, and then here let's click on Hours of Operation. Go ahead and make sure that this screen is correct. If no changes are needed, then we'll go back to Rooms. If your library has any closures outside of your regular schedule and would like to make sure that your meeting rooms are marked as unavailable for the closure, you can manage those here in Location Details. Let's choose Holidays, and then we'll choose Add. Go ahead and adjust your date and your time, and decide if you'd like to allow bookings. This will then ensure patrons cannot submit a booking request for a day that you are closed. Great, let's add our first room. So we'll go to Meeting Rooms and then click on Rooms. Now we'll click on Add Room. Here we can add an image of the room for the patron to see online, as well as the name, capacity, and the room's amenities. Once submitted, more room settings will be available to adjust. In the advanced settings, we can decide if this room can grant automatic approval to booking requests, or if the room needs its individual bookings to be manual approved. Then we can choose the room schedule. This option allows the room to follow a custom schedule that can be set for summer or winter hours. If you need to add a custom schedule, we'll select Setup and Advanced, and then we'll choose Room Schedule. And you can add a schedule here to assign to the room. Next, we can decide on room availability, whether it's publicly available to the patrons to book online, an internal-only room, or unavailable all around. Some of the pilot libraries let us know of a need for buffering between bookings. This setting here provides a default buffering that would happen automatically on all bookings. For example, your craft room might frequently need 30 minutes to set up and 45 minutes to clean up. You can set the defaults here and then adjust individually as needed in the bookings schedule. We can adjust communications to the patrons here in this menu. The tooltip is provided to the patrons online, and the meeting room instructions are provided to the patron via email. The meeting room policy is adjustable here as well per room. You can add a link to your website to review the policy, or you can provide it in text. Lastly is the room's booking form. For safekeeping, let's go ahead and save your setting changes now. You can decide here which fields are required and which ones you'd like to collect information on. For example, if you didn't want to collect any phone numbers, you can deselect phone number here. You can also add custom fields to ask more questions to the patrons on the website, and then save once you are finished. Great! You can now add more spaces as you need, and when you're adding a room, you can now clone room settings here from a different room. This was seen as helpful for libraries that have multiple spaces that are managed similarly. Once the patron space reservation side was completed, libraries wanted the ability for their community calendar to communicate with meeting rooms to help streamline the process. With that, we added the ability to assign rooms to your programming events in the community calendar. So let's click on Community Calendar and then Calendar. And in here, let's find our events such as Story Time. And under Extra Details, there is a drop-down for Rooms. You can assign the room and adjust the buffering as needed. We do suggest ensuring that your programming has the rooms assigned appropriately before going live with the meeting rooms on your website. So let's go take a look at the booking schedule. So on the left-hand side, we'll click on Meeting Rooms and then Bookings. Upon the first look of your bookings menu, there will be a pop-up asking you to enter an email. Submitting an email here allows us to email your patrons about their bookings. Once your email is verified, you'll notice that your bookings are now color-coded: green for approved and yellow for pending requests. A filter is provided up here to be able to find canceled bookings and declined requests. When you're ready to approve your request, you can change the setting here. We'll click on the event and change the status from pending to approved. When you hit save, it'll then ask if you'd like to notify the patron of their approval. If you have added custom questions to your booking form, you will find those fields in the extra details of the booking menu. Let's take a look at the reporting for meeting rooms. Libraries asked for reporting on the meeting room usage for advocacy purposes and to show their board. This report will provide statistics for the current month on your room usage, such as total bookings, total people, and your total and average hours that the rooms were used. This is a total of all of your rooms, and you can filter by your different rooms using this filter. Libraries can add meeting rooms to their website via a static URL link. Libraries commonly will add a button the patrons can click on that will take them to the library's specific spaces URL. If you need any help getting integrated, please contact us at support@whofi.com. Thank you for spending time learning about WhoFi's new meeting room feature. As questions arise, please reach out to us at support@whofi.com. We hope you found this helpful, and we look forward to learning of the many ways in which it positively impacts your library. Enjoy your day.
We hope you found this video helpful. If you would like to see more tutorial videos from Ashleigh, please check out our tutorial playlist on the right. If you'd like to see more videos from WhoFi, please like and subscribe to this channel to receive notifications when we post new updates to the dashboard here. Thank you and have a great day.